Okay, good evening, students.
Good evening, Miss.
Good evening, Miss. Good
How are you?
evening, Miss.
How are
Good
you
evening,
today, students?
Miss. I am
Fine,
fine, Miss. You are?
Miss.
I'm
Fine, Miss.
fine
And
too,
you?
thank you. Okay, நாங்க ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ண முதல் நான் உங்களுக்கு ஒரு குயிக் அனௌன்ஸ்மெண்ட் சொல்றேன். நான் இனி கிளாஸ்ல இங்கிலீஷ்லாம் கதைக்க போறேன். உங்களுக்கு என்னாவது விளங்கு இல்லையேண்டா நீங்க ஹேண்ட் ரேஸ் பண்ணி சொல்லுங்க. ஐ டோன்ட் அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் இங்கிலீஷ்லயே சொல்லுங்க. ஓகே, ஏதாவது இங்கிலீஷ் வேர்ட்ஸ் ஏதாவது விளங்க இல்லைன்னா நாங்க பேர்ந்து திருப்பி வடிவா பார்க்கலாம். ஆனா நான் இங்கிலீஷ்லாம் இனி கதைக்க போறேன். ஓகே
Okay, Miss.
ஓகே
Okay, Miss.
okay,
Okay,
so
Miss.
let's get started. So last time we looked at vocabulary words. You wrote some sentences and you did that for homework. Not everybody sent their homework this time as well. So please do that for the next time. If I assign you some homework to do, please do that ahead of time and then send it to me before the next class. Okay?
Okay, Miss. Okay, Miss.
Okay, so we're going to move on from vocabulary words. We're going to move to another activity. So please open your books and we will go to page 8. Page 8, activity 10.
Okay, Miss.
Okay.
Okay, Miss.
Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, is we're going to do the reading activity, activity 10. Then we'll do some creative writing, and then we'll do a short speaking activity. Okay, so this passage that you see here, it's the same as what's on page 8 in your book. So I copied the story from here and I put it here. It's a little bit easier to read on this when it's in paragraphs like this. Okay, so you can read from your book, or you can use the screen and you can read from the screen. Does everybody understand?
Yes, Miss.
Okay.
Yes, Miss. Yes,
Okay.
Miss.
So we're going to read activity 10. We're going to read this passage. We're going to read it together. Okay, so we're going to go in order. So I'll highlight a few sentences and I'll ask someone in the class and then you will read it out loud to the class. Okay, so this first paragraph, Saranita, can you please read this first paragraph?
Suddenly had not been feeling well and could not go to school for a week. A group of her friends decided to pay her a visit. When they reached her house, they looked around, but no one seemed to be in the house.
Okay, thank you. Damishka, can you read this next highlighted section?
Suddenly, they are at a noisy and looked. Miss, அதுக்காகட்டு வேணாங்கல Miss.
Okay. Suddenly, they heard a noise and looked around. Can you try again?
Suddenly, they are at a noisy and looks.
Okay. Well, hold on. Let's go one word at a time, okay? Suddenly,
Suddenly,
they
they
heard,
had
heard
heard
a
a
noise
noise
and
and
looked
looked
around.
around.
Okay, good. Can you read the whole sentence now?
Suddenly they heard a noise and looked around.
Good. Okay, you can finish this sentence.
It was come in. She called everybody into the house. Suddenly, look who's here. Your friends have come to see you.
Okay. Hold on, Tanisha. Sorry, I think you missed this this sentence. Can you just read from just these two, what I've highlighted?
Okay, miss.
Okay.
It was suddenly mother returning from the river nearby with a file of clothes. Come
Okay.
in, see.
Okay, hold on. So I'll read it again for you, okay? So suddenly they heard a noise and looked around. It was Sandani's mother returning from the river nearby with a pile of clothes.
Okay, miss.
Can you read this sentence one more time?
Sandani's mother returned from the river nearby with a file of clothes.
Okay, thank you. Sri Kavipriyan, can you read this next highlighted section?
Called everybody into the house. Sandani, look who's here. You friends have come to see you. Sandani, mother said, as the called out to her daughter.
Okay, thank you. This word, this is pronounced called. Called. Lakshan, can you read the next highlighted section?
They all walked into house with the gifts that they had broken for years. Oh, it's so nice to see you. Why don't you sit down? Sandani said, welcome in here, friends.
Okay, thank you. This word here, this is pronounced brought.
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 Okay. Can everyone say this word out loud? Brought.
Brought.
Broad.
Okay. You see the G here? You don't say the G sound. It's a silent sound. So just brought.
Brought.
Okay, good. Okay. Maybe it's too much. Okay. Eugenia, can you read the next sentence?
This is for you. Sandani's best friend Harini said as she gave a bag of gifts to Sandani.
Okay, good. And this next two sentences, Vidushan, can you read this one?
What is this? You have got me a bunch of bananas, a basket of fruit, a box of sweets, and bottle of fresh milk. You should but thank you.
I think Vidushan is frozen. Okay, so I think he's frozen. So this word here, this is shouldn't. Can everyone say this word? Shouldn't.
Shouldn't.
So this word, this means should not. So two words, but they've been contracted. So should not becomes shouldn't. Okay, Vidushan, can you read the last sentence one more time?
You shouldn't, but thank you for duck fruit gifts.
Okay, this word, thoughtful.
Doubtful.
Okay, so same as brought, right? There's a G, but you don't say the G sound. So thoughtful.
Okay, miss.
Can everyone say this one? Thoughtful.
Doubtful. Doubtful.
Okay, good. Next two sentences. Sabishan, can you read this one?
Let me get you something. Santini's mother side as she walk into the kitchen.
Okay, thank you. Good job. Saranita, can you read the next sentence?
He can bake with a packet of biscuits and tea for Sunday's friend.
Okay, so she came back with a packet. Can you repeat that word? Packet?
Of biscuits.
Okay, good. Thank you. So she came back with a packet of biscuits and tea for Sandini's friends. Next sentence. Demishka, can you try this one?
Here you are, have some tea, she said as she moved the pile of newspapers from the coffee table to place the tray with the biscuits and tea.
Okay, very good. This word is pile. Pile.
Pile.
Pile. Can everyone say
Okay, miss.
pile?
Pile.
Pile. Okay, good. Last sentence, Sri Kavipriyan.
Can I have a glass of water, please? Harini asked Chandani, why don't you get here some water? The goblet is by the pot of rice.
Okay, very good. This word is asked. Asked. Okay. I know it has the ed. Ed sometimes sounds like ed, but in words like this, it's just asked with a T. Asked.
Asked.
Okay. And there was another word. Her. Can you say her? Her.
Her. Her.
Sri Kavipriyan, can you also say?
Her.
Her. Okay, good. Good. Okay. So thank you. Good job, everybody. So that's the end of the story for activity 1. I will read the whole story right now. just so you can hear it again, okay? Nandini had not been feeling well and could not go to school for a week. A group of her friends decided to pay her a visit. When they reached her house, they looked around, but no one seemed to be in the house. Suddenly, they heard a noise and looked around. It was Sandani's mother returning from the river nearby with a pile of clothes. Come in, she called everybody into the house. Sandani, look who's here. Your friends have come to see you, Sandani's mother said as she called out to her daughter. They all walked into the house with the gifts that they had brought for her. Oh, it's so nice to see you. Why don't you sit down? Sandani said, welcoming her friends. This is for you, Sandani's best friend Harini said as she gave a bag of gifts to Sandani. What is this? You have got me a bunch of bananas, a basket of fruit, and a box of sweets, and a bottle of fresh milk. You shouldn't have, but thank you for your thoughtful gifts. Let me get you some tea, Sandani's mother said as she walked into the kitchen. She came back with a packet of biscuits and tea for Sandani's friends. Here you are, have some tea, she said as she moved the pile of newspapers from the coffee table to place the tray with the biscuits and tea. Auntie, can I have a glass of water, please? Harini asked. Sandani, why don't you get her some water? The goblet is by the pot of rice. Okay. So next, we're going to answer some questions based on this little story. Okay, so this is also from your book here. So right underneath the story, we have some questions here. Okay. So first question, why didn't Sandani go to school for a week? Who knows the answer?
Miss Sandani had
Yeah, go ahead, Sabishan.
Sandani had not been feeling well.
Yes, that's right. So she didn't go to school for 1 week because she wasn't feeling well. What does it mean when you don't feel well? Eugenia,
Miss
what does it mean when you don't feel well?
Miss Valangala Miss
Okay, that's okay. Does somebody else know?
Miss
Yeah, Sabishan?
Sugaina.
Yeah, that's right. So if you're not feeling well, that means you're feeling sick. So when you have a cold or you have a fever, you feel sick. You can say, I'm not feeling well because I'm sick. Okay, so Sandani was sick for 1 week, so she didn't go to school. Does everybody understand?
Okay, Miss.
Okay. So next question, who visited Sandani?
a group of her friends.
Yes, that's right. So a group of her friends visited her at her house. Okay, next question. What did Sandani's mother have in her hand?
A pile of clothes.
Yes. So she had a pile of clothes. Why did she have a pile of clothes? Why did Sandini's mother have a pile of clothes?
A bunch of bananas, a basket of fruit, a box of sweets, and a bottle of fresh milk.
Hold on, Damishka, I think that's the next question. Sandini's mother had a pile of clothes. Why did she have a pile of clothes in her hand? Yeah, go ahead.
Returning from the river.
Yeah, that's right. So she was coming back. She was returning from the river. So she went to go do some washing of the clothes, and she was coming back with the pile of clothes in her hands.
Okay, Miss.
Okay. And the next question, what gifts did Sandini's friends bring her? Damishka, do you want to answer?
A bunch of bananas, a basket of fruit, a box of seeds, a bottle of fresh milk.
Okay, good. Thank you. And then the last question from your book, what did Sandini's mother serve for tea?
A packet of
biscuits.
Yes, that's right. So Sandini's mother offered her friends some tea, and when she served the tea, she brought out a packet of biscuits. Okay,
Okay, Miss.
so those are the questions from your book. I have a few extra questions that I want to ask you. Okay. Where did Sandini's mother come from when the friends arrived? So where did her mother come from when the friends arrived? Vidushan?
No, Miss.
Okay. Sabishan? Anybody else? Kavipriya?
They had a noise and look it around.
Okay. Where did her mother come from? Sri Kavipriyan, can you say where her
Miss.
mother came from? Yeah. Eugenia?
River. A river.
Yeah, that's right. So she came back from the river. Where was the goblet of water?
Pot of rice.
Vidushan, go ahead.
Bottle of water, Miss.
Where was it? So, where was the goblet of water?
Miss, pot of rice.
So the goblet of water is by the pot of rice. That means it's close to the pot of rice. Okay? So if something is close to something else, you can say the chair is by the table. Okay? So in this case, the goblet is by the pot of rice. It's close to the pot of rice.
Excuse me, Miss.
Yes, go ahead.
Miss.
Eugenia.
Yes, Miss.
Okay, Kurlingo question.
Goblet, Tamil meaning?
Goblet means like a container. You put the water in the goblet and then you pour it into a cup. So when you go to get water, what do you put the water into?
Okay, Miss.
It just means like a bottle, like another word for like a bottle, but a big bottle that you put all the water into, and then you can pour it into a cup. Okay, walang inala?
Okay, Miss.
Okay. Okay, next question. How did Sandini's friends feel about visiting her?
Group, Miss.
Sorry, Vidushan, go ahead.
A group, Miss.
Yeah, so the group of friends visited Sandini. How did they feel about visiting her? Did they feel good? Did they feel bad? What do you think?
Miss Sandani.
Go ahead.
Sandani go to school for a week.
Yeah, Sandini didn't feel well, so she was sick and she didn't go to school for a week. But Sandini's friends, when they visited her, they brought her gifts and they went to see how she was doing. So they probably felt good. When you visit your friends, you probably feel happy to see your friends. Is that right?
Okay, Miss.
Okay.
Okay, Miss.
Okay. Next question. What was Sandini's reaction to the gifts? When Sandini received the gifts, how did she react? Sri Kavipriyan, what do you think?
Miss.
Hold on. Sri Kavipriyan?
But thank you for your thoughtful gifts.
Okay. So what do you think? Was she happy? What does that mean when someone says that? So
Bunch of banana, Miss.
yes.
Basket of box of sweets, bottle of fresh milk.
Yeah. So when Sandini's friends gave her this gift, the bananas, the basket of fruit, and the box of sweets, and the bottle of fresh milk, she said, "You shouldn't have, but thank you for your thoughtful gift." So when she received the gifts, she was very happy. She was very thankful that her friends brought her this gift. Okay?
Okay, Miss.
Okay. Last question. Why did Harini ask for a glass of water? What do you think? Why did she ask for a glass of water?
Sandani's mother. The Miss Kelvi Velamula, Miss.
Okay. Why did Harini ask for a glass of water? Our ain glass of water kukutawa.
The goblet is by the pot of rice.
Okay. Yes, the goblet is by the pot of rice. there's no answer from this text. It's just, what do you think? Use your own imagination and just guess why she asked for a glass of water. What do you think? Why do you ask for a glass of water? When do you ask for a glass of water?
Miss,
Yes, Sabishan?
thirsty time. Thirsty time.
Yeah, so when you feel thirsty, you ask for a glass of water, right? Right? So maybe Harini felt thirsty, so she wanted a glass of water. Okay? It's not in the story, but it's just when you read it, you understand that if someone's asking for a glass of water, they're probably thirsty. Right?
Okay, Miss.
Okay.
Okay, Miss.
Okay. So does everybody understand the story? What happened in the story? Is there any part of the story that you don't understand?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, Damishka, yeah,
Yes, Miss.
you understand. Okay. Okay. So for the next activity, we're going to do a quick writing exercise. Okay. So now you read the story. We talked about the story, so you have a good understanding of what happened. And what I want you to do now is I want you to continue the story. So I want you to keep the story going. Think about what happened next in the story. And I want you to write a few sentences to finish the story. Okay? So,
Okay, Miss.
what happens next? What do the friends talk about? What do Sandhini and her friends plan to do once she gets better, once she feels better? So you can write 5 sentences. It doesn't have to be 5 sentences. You can just write however many you can to just continue on with the story. Okay, so I'll give you a few minutes to write a few sentences down, and then I want you to read it to the class.
Miss,
Yes, Damishka?
I don't understand, Miss.
Okay, so இப்போ நாங்க
Can
அந்த
you?
ஸ்டோரி வாசிச்சிட்டோம். இனி நீங்க
Okay,
ரைட்டிங் எக்ஸசைஸ் செய்ய போறீங்க. அப்ப ஸ்டோரி
okay,
முடிஞ்சது. இனி நீங்க சொல்ல போறீங்க இனி என்ன நடந்ததுன்னு. இந்த ஸ்டோரிய கண்டினியூ பண்ண போறீங்க. அப்ப என்ன
okay, Miss.
நெக்ஸ்ட் என்ன நடக்குது, அவ என்னத்தை பற்றி கதைக்கினாம், அவைக்கு ஃபியூச்சர் பிளான்ஸ் என்ன, அவ சந்தினி பெட்டரா வந்த பிறகு அவ என்ன செய்ய போயினாம் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ்.
Okay, Miss.
Okay,
Thank
so
you, Miss.
write 5 sentences, and then I want you to read the sentences to the class. Okay, so I'll give you a few minutes to write it down, and then we'll share with the class. Okay. Okay, students, இப்போ 5 minutes ஆயிட்டுது. அப்ப நாங்க இப்போ share பண்ணுவோம். Okay, so everyone
Okay,
will
Miss.
share their sentences. If you're not finished, it's okay. Just share what you have written down. Okay, so don't worry. Okay, who wants to go first? Okay, Sabishan, go ahead.
Talking about Santini's sick. Go to hospital and get some medicine. Afternoon. After then, Santini can go to school. Santini, mother and friends are happy.
Okay, thank you. Okay, who wants to go next? Damishka, do you want to read your story next? Damishka, can you hear me? Okay, I think Damishka is frozen. Saranita?
Suddenly went to hospital and get some medicine. After that, she went to school. Her friends are very happy.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay, that's good. That's very good. Damishka?
Is
Okay, Damishka is still frozen. Sri Kavipriyan, can you read yours?
there what your people
Sri Kavipriyan? You're on mute.
Sandani's friends are eating for the rice. About Sandani's friends going to the house. About Sandani's opened the gift. About is Sandani's eat of bananas and biscuit sweets. Drinking for the fresh milk.
Okay, thank you. Eugenia?
Sandani's mother said, "We are eat the food." Harini and her friends went to hospital with her friend Sandani. The doctor treatment Sandani all right. We was very happily. Sandani went to school.
Okay, thank you. Vidushan?
Sandani is go hospital. Sandani eating is medicine. Sandani very happy. Sandani school go to.
Okay, so one small correction. Sandani goes to school or Sandani went to school. Not Sandani, you have to say the other way around. Can you read the last sentence one more time?
Sandani's go to school.
Okay, good.
The goblet is by the butterfly. Thank you, Sandali. Life next what Sandali. My ambitious doctor. My future is very bright.
Okay, thank you. Okay, good job, everybody. So this exercise, this activity was just your own ideas, right? You can write whatever you want. When you write your own story, you can write whatever you like. Damishka? Okay, Damishka, can you read your story?
Okay, miss. I
Okay.
am very Sunday plan is doctor plan. Everybody thank you for asking. I am tomorrow come to the school.
Okay, thank you. Okay, did everybody get
Thank you, miss.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I think everybody had a turn. So again, this was an exercise just for you to write your own ideas, okay? There's no right, wrong idea. It's just when you write your own story, you can write whatever you like, okay? So I think we're out of time. So we'll do this activity next time. So we'll do speaking next time. But for homework, I want you to do a similar writing activity, okay? So if you look at in your books, if you go down to page 10, you see this picture. right?
Okay.
Okay, so I want you to, for homework, I want you to look at this picture and I want you to write a story. So similar to this story that we just read, you can write whatever you like. So look at the story, look at this picture, look at the people in the picture. What are they doing? What's happening? You can make up a character name. You can say what's happening in this picture and just write whatever you like. Okay? Does everybody understand?
Yes, Miss.
Miss.
Anybody not understand?
Miss.
Vidusha?
Miss.
Or
Miss.
do you understand? Okay. So in the picture பார்த்து நீங்க ஒரு கதை ஒரு ஷார்ட் கதை எழுத போறீங்க. நாங்க வாசிச்ச கதை மாதிரி ஒரு கொஞ்சம் ஒரு 1 or 2 paragraph இந்த பிக்சரை பார்த்து எழுத போறீங்க. இதுல என்ன நடக்குது, இதுல யார் என்ன செய்யணும், நீங்க என்னவும் எழுதலாம். நீங்க கேரக்டருக்கு பேர் கொடுக்கலாம், என்னவும் எழுதலாம். Okay?
Okay, Miss.
Okay, so this homework, you don't have to send it on WhatsApp. I want you to write it in your book, and then next class, I want you to read it to your classmates. Okay, so in the homework, நீங்க WhatsAppல அனுப்ப தேவையில்லை. ஆனா நீங்க எழுதி வைங்கோ. In the next Saturday, நீங்க எல்லாரோடையும் ஷேர் பண்ண போறீங்க.
Okay, Miss.
Okay. எல்லாருக்கும் முழங்கிட்டுதா? Everyone okay?
Yes, Miss.
Does anybody have questions?
No, Miss.
Okay. Okay, so we'll stop the class here. Thank you, everybody. Have a good evening.
Good evening, Miss.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Have a good night.
Good night, Miss.
Miss.
Bye.
Thank you, Miss.